Welcome to Dark Psychology World Channel. What we bring is the 38 letters from J.D. Rockefeller to his son, perspectives, ideology, and wisdom. Letter 33, How do I view my greed? Dear John, ignore those people who say I'm greedy. How many years? I am enjoying this in the eyes of others. It doesn't seem like a very nice tribute. Greedy. This is a special tribute to me. First appeared when my vision was at its peak. Rockefeller's name at that time. It is no longer just a symbol that represents a person. It's a symbol of wealth. A symbol of a vast business empire. I remember there were a lot of people. Many newspapers have joined Song Yang and I. But Song Yang like this didn't make my heart beat faster. Even though I know Song Yang like this is just trying to slander me. It's nothing more than a business empire that I built with my own hands. Apply a nasty layer of patina. But I know there is a power already hidden in human nature. He is composed of ability and will. Very scarce land. That's jealousy. When you surpass them, they will hate you, will use derogatory words to accuse you, even fabricating lies to defame you. At the same time, I have to be in front of you. Show a proud demeanor. In my opinion, that's not arrogance. He is just hypocritical and cowardly. What is interesting? When you are far inferior to them, when life is miserable, they will laugh at you again, laughing at you for being incompetent and stupid. Even it will degrade you to the point where you have no human dignity. My son, this is human nature. God has not given me the mission to change human nature. I have no time to spare to stop some people from complimenting me for being greedy. All I can do, just to make people who are jealous of me continue to be jealous. Even though I know, if I could use the wealth I created to turn those like this, take away those who compliment me, then these people will also take away that compliment. But I can't. I believe unless there is some magic. Otherwise, no one can. A wise man will never argue with an ignorant man. Of course, I won't agree with those compliment my greedy people debate. But I can't help but despise their ignorance. Calmly looking back at history, examine human footprints, we can draw this conclusion. There is no society that is not built on greed. Those who want to slander me, seemingly moral watchmen, who among them doesn't want to monopolize what they have? Who doesn't want to control all the good things? Who doesn't want to control everything everyone needs? There are always so many hypocritical people. There is no one who is not greedy. If you have an olive, you'll want to own a whole olive tree. I have been walking on this earth for 80 years. I've met people who can't eat steak. But I have never met a person who is not greedy. Especially in the business world. There is only one word printed on the back of utilitarian love gold. That's greed. I believe in the future, people who are not greedy will still be the rare ones on earth. Who will stop pursuing and possessing beautiful things? Mr. Archibald compared Avu to a racehorse that can smell the finish line. He said, once I find out where the finish line is, he will start sprinting with all his strength. I know this is a bit flattering to me, but in my heart, I have indeed left a place for greed long ago. When I was in business school, one of my teachers, he said something that I will never forget. This sentence can be said to have changed my destiny. He said there is nothing wrong with being greedy. I think greed is a good thing. Everyone can be greedy. Only by starting from greed can there be hope. When my teacher shouted from the pulpit these extremely inflammatory and stimulating words, the students in the audience were in an uproar. Because just think about the meaning of greed. Just know this word. Completely contrary to most people. Moral concepts learned from childhood. This kind of morality integrated into religious social ethics, political and legal aspects. Its ruler-like effect. There is no doubt that this word will be branded dirty. But when I go to society, start your journey to create wealth, I just realized it deeply. That tuition fee was really worth it. My teacher's ideas are quite dynamic. As the evolutionists tell us, nature is not a merciful place. It is a world where the strong is king and the fittest survive. The same is true for our so-called civilized society. If you are not greedy, maybe they will be eaten by others. After all, there aren't many delicious desserts. If you want to create wealth and success, create an extraordinary life. My feeling is no longer that greed is a good thing, able to generalize. But greed is necessary. The subtext of Han Xian is that I want more. It's better to keep it to yourself. Who has never written lyrics and shouted from the bottom of his heart? Politicians will say, I want to take power. I want the governor to be the president again. Business people will say, I want to make money. I want to make more money. What a parent would say, I want my son to achieve something. Live a prosperous and happy life forever. Missing things like this. Just because of moral dignity and respect for face. Only then do people cover up their greed tightly. That makes greed a taboo concept. In fact, as long as the world of chasing fame and fortune is not destroyed one day, as long as you are happy, a day will not become as easy as air. Human beings cannot stop being greedy for a day. Those hypocritical people are always greedy and become devils. But in my opinion, unlock our greed. It's not like opening Pandora's box. Release the greed that beats all the time. It is equivalent to releasing the potential of our lives. I have a bookkeeper who makes only $5 a week. The richest man in America today. It was greed that made me realize this miracle. Greed is the force that drives me to create wealth. As he is a powerful driving force for social progress. When I use the word greedy, you might want me to exchange it for getting rich. No, we all live in a greedy world. I think using greed is more innocent than using getting rich. More real. Honesty is an upright and selfless quality in the soul. He is different from sincerity. Nobler than sincerity. With Sam, Mr. Andrews co-founded the oil company. My greed is growing. Every night before going to bed, I'm always encouraging myself. I want to be the largest refiner in Cleveland. Let the flowing paint turn into bundles of banknotes. I want to subordinate every thought to the profit motive. Help me become the king of oil. In those first days, I have to do everything. Working hard all day long. I only know how to refine oil and organize railway transportation. Thinking hard about how to save costs. How to expand the market for petroleum byproducts. I'll never forget that moment that made me starve. Days spent running around day and night. My son, you have to create your own destiny. Something I sincerely hope for. You must try your best to get it. The difficulty of success and failure. Not as people think. Just a thought. Success depends on who has strong greed. Who has this power? Who can glow and exert all this power? Try your best. Exceed oneself. Every step I take. It all makes me feel the power of greed. Greedy. The heart not only allows a person to maximize his or her abilities, it also forced him to give everything. Remove all obstacles. Go all out. Many people have asked me the same question. Mr. Rockefeller, what supports you to reach the top of wealth? I can't express my true feelings. Because greed is shameful to people. However, in fact, the scaffolding that supported me to become a wealthy generation, it makes me arouse my greed and let it continue to expand. Everyone's heart. They all hide a lively, sensitive, and powerful greed. But you have to love him. Tell myself I want to be greedy. Tell yourself I want what I want more. He will come out to play. I wish you success. There is no force that can stop me from quenching my greed. Because I want to pursue success. Success achieved through greed is not a sin. Success is a noble pursuit. If you can achieve success with noble behavior, contribution to humanity will do far more than what you can do when you are poor. I did it. Take a look at the good deeds we did today. Invest huge wealth in education, the medical church, and the poor. This is definitely not a personal charity on my whim. That's a great charity. The world is becoming a better place because of my success. It seems greedy is good, not a sin. In this regard, if those who say I am greedy, not out of bad intentions to discredit me, I will gladly accept. They judge me so much. John the First in the center of my life. I know what suits me, so I don't care what those people say. My heart is still at peace. And some people, I always seem to be a businessman with despicable motives. Even if I invest in charity for the people of few eyes, it will also be regarded as a trick by them. I suspect that I have selfish motives. And you can't see me at all. Selfless public spirit. What's more, some people say why I am so charitable and charitable. Atonement, this is so funny. I want to tell you very sincerely, your father will never make you feel ashamed. Every penny in my pocket is clean. Huge wealth. It's my superior mind. And a reward for a strong sense of professionalism. I firmly believe that God rewards and punishes clearly. My money is given by God. And that's why I can always make money. If God helps, it's because God knows. I will return the money to society, to benefit my compatriots. It's time for me to read the Bible. The night is so beautiful tonight. Every bright star seems to say well done. John. Love you, Father. Thanks for listening to Dark Psychology World Channel. We will continue to bring you in the next issue. 38 letters from J.D. Rockefeller to his son.